Okay. So we're on the live. Hi, my name is Amy D. Welcome to my first live after the first season of Owl House. Still setting a few things up. Oh, jeez. Okay, I'm still trying to set this up. So, I guess we're just gonna get into it. When I was suggested the Owl House, I was like, I didn't really know what to expect. They showed me like a 5-minute clip from an episode that I have yet to see the full episode of. So I wasn't really sure what to expect. It looked really good, so I was really excited to watch it. But also I was like, this is a kid's show. But I was pleasantly surprised. It was really good. It did take off after like episode 15 or 16. Owl House popped off and I was like, holy cow. This is so good. And I loved it. I'm still really, really shocked that this is designed for kids. It's scary for kids. But I really liked it. So going on to... See, I'm nervous. I'm nervous because I've never done a live like this before. I was able to drop by for a few minutes before my meeting. Oh, well, thank you, Fireheart. I love all your comments and that you come to, what is it, the premieres and stuff when you can. I don't know how to pronounce that, but hello, hola. My Spanish is very minimal. You have a winter jacket. See you on winter jacket. I don't know what that means. But I always love when I get comments and things like that on my videos, so thank you so much. It's really encouraging because half the time I'm just like, oh my goodness, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? Because I always had this idea of doing reactions, and then I was like, somebody showed me this show, and I was like, it was about the time that I was planning to do these reactions anyway. So I was like, oh, I guess I'll do it on this show that somebody recommended me. And I was just like, oh, it'll get my feet in, not knowing that this show was amazing and that I was going to need to be ready to go from the get-go. I thought I was going to have a little time to like learn how to edit and learn how to do this. And it was like, oh my goodness, just take off as fast as you can because these shows and these episodes are great. Well, hello everybody. So I think I'm rather low tech this time. I'm still trying to figure out how to do all the editing stuff and be fancy. I'm actually currently like a one camera operation and it's entirely on my phone. Because I don't have a computer that has like a camera. So I struggle to do that. Because I know there's a lot of people out there that'll do like fancy versions of like ranking episodes and stuff. We're going very low key, and we're just gonna use this poster behind me that has like 1, 2, 3, 4. And if you guys have different ideas about episode rankings, hello. Oh, cool. I'm a famous rapper. That's cool. So we're going low key. The first episode, A Lying Witch and Warden. I'm really old school. I literally went to a drugstore to get this printed. Or like a little convenience shop to get this printed. And oh my. they probably thought I was weird having them print these out. So Lying Witch and Warden, the first episode of this season for Owl House really, really popped off. It was really good, and I was surprised. I didn't think that it was gonna be that good. Because I was like, oh, it's a kid's show. It's just gonna be like every other kid's show. But episode 1, it introduced the world. It was really good. I don't know where it belongs in my ranking, but I'm only doing the top 10 episodes, or my top 10. And if you guys have different opinions on them, I'm willing to listen and change my mind. I'll put it at number 5 for now. It was a pretty good start. But if somebody thinks that Lying Witch and Warden, I'm going to bring this closer. And maybe shorten it a bit. Maybe a little bit more. I think that Lying Witch and Warden is number 5. It was good. It just wasn't the best. I really liked it. It was a good episode. Episode number 2. Yeah, like I said, we're really low key on this. Witches Before Wizards. And I'm gonna probably change these as I go. Witches Before Wizards. That episode freaked me out a little bit. I think number 8. Like I said, it's good, but I think there's better options in Owl House videos. So I think I might need to turn off this light. Oh yeah, you can actually see these now, because the glare is not so much. Yeah, I think episode 2 is there. At number 8. Episode 3. Episode 3, I was a teenage abomination. I didn't think about the fact that... I guess it just looks... Because I'm looking at it, it looks forward, but you guys are seeing it backwards. I didn't really think about that. Oh, thank you, Foz. That's really nice. This one was okay. The early episodes, there's better ones, I think. There's better ones. I think that I like it more than I like this one, so I think it's going to go to number 6. If anybody else, like, if you guys have an opinion about these, we can rearrange them, I think. Episode 4, The Intruder. I really liked that episode, because it got us more in depth about what we were dealing with, as far as, you know, the Owl House, like, learning about the world. And I'm actually just remembering, like, at the beginning of, like, doing this, I wouldn't stop talking about world building and how this show was doing such a good job. And this is a really good episode that did that. I guess 3. They're gonna move. They're 1,000% gonna move. Oh, wait. Whoops. What is happening? Sorry. I'm not really sure what's happening. Number 5. The Convention. I did like the convention a lot. I don't know where it goes on this list, though. I'm regretting not thinking this through more before I started. Where do you belong? Number 5. I really like this one. But I know I like the convention more. So I think what's gonna happen, and I made all this like 2 days ago, so it's like the pictures have Velcro on them. The pictures have Velcro on them, so that's why I can move them around and stuff. I think that's fine. Oh, okay. And the next episode is Hootie's Moving Castle. So it's episode 6. I really like this because I think this is where I liked Hootie to begin with. I think this is where I kind of got my, like, obsession with Hootie. I really like Hootie. He's so gross sometimes, but he's, like, I don't know how to describe him. He's, like, somewhere between Mickey Mouse and, like, Oscar the Grouch. He's, like a menace, but he's really sweet. He's a sweet menace. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I made up that stupid word. I made up the word sweepy because he was really nice. He was sweet and creepy, and I made up a word, and I called him Sweepy. Hootie's Moving Castle is good. I think, again, we're going to rearrange some stuff. So Teenage Abomination's going to go down to 7. The Lying Witch and the Warden's going to go down to 6. And Hootie's Moving Castle is probably going to be at 5. I think. I don't know. That doesn't... It feels right. The issue is that I know there's better episodes coming ahead, and I know I'm going to have to move everything. The next episode is Lost in Language. This one was really good. Because we kind of got to see, like, we already knew this kid was really creative, but we got to see Luz in a way that she was creative in a way that she, like, almost gave herself powers, and we kind of started breaking down, actually, we broke down Amity a little in this one, but more, like, even more in this one. Amity started becoming more of a character, I guess. I guess it's number 2. It's really good. I don't know if it's going to stay there, though. Because, like I said, it's really good. Here's something. None of the Owl House episodes, I would say, are bad. There aren't any that are bad. There are some that are better than others. This is one that is not my favorite. I think it's that they had to, like, they needed a way to, like, get Lilith in there more and kind of show what Ida was going through. But I guess they just didn't have enough content for a full episode of just them. So this is not my favorite episode. I will say it's going at 10, and since I'm only doing 10 and there's 19 episodes, it's likely gonna get knocked out completely. I know there's some people that do like it. I'm sorry. Someone. Let's see. Oh, definitely. Plus, some of what you've seen from season 1 definitely reconstructualized. Yeah. Oh, I know. Because what is it? I'll save it for my favorite episode. I'll get there. I think something ventured, someone framed. I don't know. I like it. It's kind of like the same like this, but I do like it more than that one. This something ventured, something framed. I don't think it's necessary. Well, no, that's not true at all. It's very necessary. You needed this because we needed to get Luz into school. I just don't. They had to have a B plot, which most of them do have a B plot. It's just. It was a nice B plot that, like, they were trying to get her in, and not Lilith. Why did I say Lilith? Who was it that was in it? Ida. There's too many characters now. My brain can't hold them all. Ida was trying to get her into school, and that was really sweet and nice, and you kind of saw that, like, she's caring for her more and more, which made the season finale heartbreaking. So, they're trying to get her into school. Gus was a turd. Gus needs to... A lot of things Gus does, I do not approve of, but I get he's younger than them and maybe doesn't understand. Gus may be one of my least favorite. I think he goes here at 9. But I also think Gus is there mostly for, like, comedic relief. But you don't really need comedic relief when it's kind of a funny show with a lot of darkness in it. And a lot of what he does just comes off as kind of mean. The next one is Escape of the Palisman. Yeah, I kind of figured. He's a young kid and he's got room to grow, but there are times where I'm like, hey, you know, you can't just lie and lie and lie, but he's a kid. He doesn't get it. I think Escape of the Palisman, I like that one. It flushes out Albert, and I love Albert. I don't know why. Like, he doesn't even talk, but I love him. He's just so cute. He's adorable. And I genuinely got really upset with how they treated Albert and were smacking him around. I got really mad. Okay, so Once Upon a Swap is getting taken off. Someone Ventured is going down. And things are gonna fall off my board. Escape of the Palisman's going there. I think. I might have mixed these up. The next one is Sense and Insensitivity. So this is the episode where King becomes a writer. I don't even think this one, for me personally, I don't think this gets on the board. Because for the same reason that Something Ventured, Something Framed, and this one, Escape of the Palisman are at the bottom, I don't like King's being a brat, obviously. But Luz is kind of being a brat too, and I didn't really like either of them. So, yeah, the only part of this video that I truly liked, and I think this episode was more of a vehicle. They were treating the Lilith and Ida part of this video like the B plot, but I almost feel like the B plot or the A plot was like filler for the B plot, and the B plot was more important because I cared a lot more about what was going on with Ida and Lilith in this episode than I did about what King and Luz were doing. So I think that's gonna not be on the board. Ooh, a good one. Adventure in the Wilderness. No, that's not, that's not what it's called. Adventure in the Elements. Why did I say the Wilderness? Adventure in the Elements. This was a really good one. We got to see how we got to see how Luz interacts with the environment. You gotta drop for live. Can't wait for season 2. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for the time that you could be here. I've already watched the first 2 episodes of season 2, and I'm editing them now, so I think we're going to continue on this once-a-week track, so there should be something coming up next week. I was thinking about a pause, but, I actually got a lot further along in editing than I thought I was going to, so, Fireheart, I hope to see you later. Thank you so much for being on. Adventures in the Elements is really good. Because we got to see how Luz interacts with the island and learns from it, which is great. Oh, where does it belong? The issue is I 1000% know what I want in the top slot, so nothing else is going to take that spot. And it's towards the back of the season, so that's the issue here. I think that I'm about to waste a significant amount of my time and drop some of these down, so something ventured, something framed is going down a spot. This one's going to go down a spot. This one might go down a spot. A lot of these are moving down a spot. I think I'm gonna switch these. Okay, Ventures in the Elements, I think, is gonna go in at 3. No, I lied. Intruders at 3. Adventure in the Elements is at 4. I like that they introduce a training wand and then act like it's like a problem to use it. I'm like, if it's a problem, then why'd you introduce it? Next episode, the first day. Ooh. I don't know. It's a good episode. We introduced some, like, side characters in it. And kind of established the Coven track more. But I don't know where it goes. Because I don't like it. I definitely don't like First Day more than any of these. And it's definitely not at the bottom because I like that episode more. This one might be not on the list. Oh, and I can definitely tell you this next one is definitely not on my list either. Real Small Problems. This episode, I didn't. Okay, like I said, I never disliked any of the episodes. They were all pretty good, but this one, I don't know. My teeth were cringing during a lot of it. And it was because when you agree to do something, I feel like you should do it. Unless it's like an emergency. And Luz said that she was going to spend time with King. Not that she can't spend time with King and them, and King was being a brat, but my goodness. Gus was just being intolerable. I was just like, the entire episode, I'm like, get rid of this kid. He's so mean. So yeah, Real Small Problems is not up on the top 10 leaderboard of season 2. Oh, but this one definitely is. Understanding Willow. Understanding Willow is definitely up there. It's not the top. It's definitely not the top. It's not the bottom. Oh, I'm bummed. I might have to rethink this. This might not even be up there. Oh, I don't know. It's so hard. I also lost it. Where'd it go? I lost my picture. Episode 15 is really good. Oh, we might have to drop it down. Escape the Palisman, I'm sorry. Oh, a lot of things are being moved down. I think this, because it, again, not that it's humanizing Amity more, I think. And as we all know, Amity is becoming, I'm on episode 2 of season 2, Amity's becoming a very important character, it seems like. My next episode is Enchanting Grom Fright. Dang it, I'm gonna have to move everything again, aren't I? I'm gonna have to move everything. I think I do like this episode, but I don't think it's top 10. So I think that's gonna get moved down. Convention. I think, oh, that doesn't seem right though. I think Enchanting Grom Fright, I really like it. But I like these more, but I don't feel like I should. I think it's in Enchanting Grom Fright for Owl House. I feel like it should be higher than 5, but I like these episodes more. Why is this so hard? Okay, the next episode is Wing It Like Witches. This is a semi-good one too. This is getting harder. Oh, I'm gonna need to move some stuff around, I feel like. I really like it. I guess this one's going. The Lying Witch, or the Witches Before Wizards, I guess it's getting knocked out of the top 10. I like most of these other episodes more, though. I feel like Wing It Like Witch is a good, safe top 10 at the bottom. It's a good episode, but it's not the best. And I'm probably going to catch some heat for this. The Agony of a Witch. My favorite episode. I don't know why. It was emotional. I cried. I cried during this episode. I cried on camera. And I'm an adult. I might not act like it, but I am an adult. So, Agony of a Witch is why I kept this number 1 spot cleared. Agony of a Witch is my number 1 of season 1. And as I'm watching, because I'm on episode 2 of season 2 already, and I think that just from those first 2 episodes, I feel like season 2 is gonna knock 90% of season 1 contenders out of the water. And then The last episode of season 1 is Young Blood, Old Souls. That also deserves to be really high up. Okay, I think that they're all so good. Wicked Lake Witches is probably going to get knocked out. This is probably going to end up okay. I think it's going to end up there. I think that's a pretty solid ranking. And if anybody's in the comments wants to give me their, like, of season 1 of the Owl House, give me, like, your top 3 favorite episodes, I would love to hear them. So if you're here, I'd love to hear them. So my number 10, I'll start at the bottom. Number 10 is A Lying Witch and the Warden. Wait, Lying Witch and a Warden. Oh, they're making fun of Lying Witch and the Wardrobe. Duh. Yeah, I really liked that. It was really good. It was fine. A good start. It set the foundation of this world really well. Number 9, Hootie's Moving Castle. Hootie is great, so anything that highlights Hootie is a good episode to me. If anybody's watching, if you want to, like, say your top 3 Owl House, or your top 3 Owl House season 1 episodes, if you want to put that in there, that'd be great. Number 8 in my lineup, The Convention. I think The Convention's solid, but it's not strong enough to be in the top 5. So, Convention is number 8. Number 7 is Adventure in the Elements. I called it Adventure in the Wilderness earlier. I called Adventure in the Elements Adventure in the Wilderness. I don't know why. My brain just turned off. I think that's number 7 in the season 1. Because, again, while it's good, because none of these are necessarily bad, it's not top. It's not the top. It's really funny. I can't believe that I put Enchanting Grom Fright this low. I don't know why I put it at number 6, but I did. I feel good about my placement of Enchanting Grom Fright, but I also feel really bad, but I like all these more. I don't know why I feel bad about how I feel about it. I shouldn't feel bad. It's an opinion-based thing, because everyone can have their own opinion. Yeah, the music in Enchanting Grom Fright was insane. But here's my thing. I always worry about music, because I know music is one of those things that constantly gets people dinged on YouTube things, on, like, YouTube reactions. I am really nervous about how to deal with, I don't know if, like, non-vocal music gets dinged on YouTube. This episode got me a little worried that I was going to get dinged. But I don't think I was, which was amazing. My number 5 spot. This is, like, my top 5. Number 5, Understanding Willow. I liked that episode. We got to see kind of why Amity was, or is, the way she is. And it's 90% her parents. And I'm on episode 2 of season 2. I just haven't released those yet. And we got to see more so why Amity is the way she is. I don't know why. Amity is, like, at this point, she was a pretty central character. I liked Amity way back. Where is it? Like, at the convention is where I was like, yeah, Amity. My number 4 spot is the season finale at number 4. I had a really fun time on the season finale review. I did it with my mom, and she was just there, like, cracking ridiculous jokes the full time. If you haven't seen that, I really recommend watching it. It was so funny. I struggled to edit the season finale so much because there was so many jokes and things that she made that it made it really hard to, like, button down and choose what to do. Because as much as I would love this just to be jokes on top of jokes in these reviews, that's not really a review. I guess it could be. I do make some jokes, but she was just out here. My mother was just cracking joke after joke, and it was hilarious. Number 3, The Intruder. So people say that, like, episode 16, 17 of the Owl House is where, like, you know, the animation kind of picks up and the storytelling picks up, and both of those are true. They do get better at episode 15 and 16. I argue that the plot thickens at episode 4, because that's kind of, like, up until that point, it's just like, oh, these 3 people are hanging out in the house, and they're going on silly little adventures. This kind of turns it a little more scary, and it makes it, like, a little more, not real, but it makes the danger closer to home. And my number 2 is Lost in Language. I love this, because to a degree, I was kind of like a book nerd in school, or when I was really young I was, not so much when I got older, but Lost in Language, it just has something in it that's very, like, nostalgic about, like, going to school, or not going to school, like, going to the library, and there's people that read stuff, and blah-de-da-de-da, like, it's very nostalgic in that way, but I like all, like, the hidden things in there, and I like that Luz and Amity, I think this is where Amity maybe starts getting a crush on her, but I'm not sure. I don't remember. Somebody pointed out to me that the episode when Luz, it's not even up here, when Luz went to school, that's when we start seeing Amity crack a little bit about Luz. I think it's 7, but I might be wrong. Looking back on it, let me rephrase. At the time, I didn't see it. Looking back on it now, I think it was episode 7 that she started showing her feelings for Luz. My number 1, Agony of a Witch. I think that the Agony of a Witch is even better. Here's my real hot take. The lead up to the season finale was better than the season finale. That is my hot take. I don't know why I feel that way. I just do. It's so good. And it just made Agony of a Witch just made you feel so much. It made you really it made me really emotional. It made me cry on camera. Or just about cry. I had to take like a 20-minute break after. It made me cry on camera. And I'm an adult. And I know it's not real. Oh, but yeah, that's my top 10. I'd love to hear if somebody else has an opinion or could tell me their top 10s. Or not even the top 10, like top 3 or top 5 episodes of the Owl House season 1. Love them. I'm getting from what I've heard, Owl House does pick up speed in season 2, and the 2 episodes that I've watched in season 2 lead me to believe that that's correct, because the first 2 episodes of season 2 were just, like, fire. They were on fire. And you know what's really funny is episode 1, it feels like a greater time skip than a week. It feels like a couple of months. I am curious to know what's going on with Luz's mom. What is her name? I don't know. What's Luz's mom's name? If anybody in the chat could tell me, if anybody's in there. I wonder what she's up to. Is she freaking out yet? I assume so. Yeah. Because if my kid just disappeared off the... Man, that camp is gonna get sued, isn't it? that what is it, the weirdo conversion camp is gonna get sued. Nope, that's not the right word for it. See, this is why I was nervous about the live. Nope. It's a normal camp. I don't know what to call it. It was like to think more inside the box camp thing. I don't know what it's called. That camp is gonna get sued to Kingdom Come if just apparently never, not that because she never showed up, but if her mom thinks that she's there and she comes to get her and she's not there, that camp is going to get sued to Kingdom Come and back. A weird thing that I kind of noticed, somebody was telling me that I needed to wait till the end, that apparently there's, like, a lot of, like, parallels to, like, stories in the Bible, and I'm like, I don't necessarily see that yet, and I probably gotta wait, but, that'd be interesting. I remember, like, I did not have a great time in school. The only project in school that I ever was excited for was we watched Lord of the Rings, and we had to, like, write a paper about how the Lord of the Rings, like, mirrored the Bible. The paper was supposed to be 2 pages long. I wrote 10 pages on how the Lord of the Rings mirrored the Bible. I don't know why, but I like doing that. Not writing, but I'm curious to see if the person I talked to is right and there are mirrors in the Bible in the later episodes. Oh. Well, that's my top 10 is Agony of a Witch, Lost in Language, The Intruder, Your Young Soul's Old Blood, Understanding Willow, The Enchanting Rom Fright, Adventures in the Elements, The Convention, Hootie's Moving Castle, and A Lying Witch, and A Warden. Those are my top. So thank you. I don't know. We'll probably do another live at the end of season 2. If that's something that you guys are into. I don't even know. This was an experience. I'm used to not doing lives, and I'm used to having, like, the ability to, like, usually my reactions, like, if you see me, like, shocked or, like, gasp or be like, something's gross, that part's usually the first reaction, because, you know, you can't really get that kind of reaction non-organically. The other stuff, like, if I'm explaining something, I'll usually do at least 2 takes of that. That way, if I'm editing it and I'm like, I don't really like it, I have a chance to take it out. But, like, the reactions of, like, being shocked, those are, like, first reactions. Words and stuff, usually, I do 2 takes just in case. So yeah, this was a new experience for me. I'm really struggling. But, it was interesting. I'm not against doing it again. Maybe, I don't know when. Maybe at the end of season 2. We'll definitely do one at the end of the series. I usually am more prepared to have things to say, but, it just isn't coming to me. So, I guess this is probably it. Thank you for watching. And, I guess we'll see you next week is when the next video, which is the first episode of season 2 will come out, hopefully. Until then, my name is Amy D. I hope you're all having a good day. Thank you for introducing me to the Owl House and being so supportive. This is the review of the season 1. And I'll catch you guys next time. Nope. How do I stop this? That's not it. Huh. Is it? Oh, I'm being ridiculous. It's this X.